25% of Brits say they can't be bothered to recycle, even if it means the planet will die. True or false?
They've not specified which planet. Do you know what I mean? Like it was Jupiter, who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
The thing I can't work out what to recycle is, you know, the meat nappy. When you buy meat and it's got like a nappy underneath. You know, when you buy meat in the supermarket, it comes in like a plastic thing, and then underneath it they put this nappy there to soak up all the blood.
Yeah. For some reason, calling that a nappy has made it disgusting. I've never given that a moment's thought before in my life, but I'm now becoming vegetarian.
It's a nappy.
A nappy for the meat.
Yes, I've got those out, and I'm thinking, what do? Obviously, I suck it right. Does it go in with paper, or do I cook it? I had that argument with the bin man. There was a bit of basil sticking out the top of the bin. He said, that's garden waste. I said, it's not, that's a garnish. It nearly came to blows.
What if you wanted to throw away a rake? A broken rake or an old wheelbarrow, or maybe some pots? Where would you throw them? Garden waste?
If I had them now, I'd throw them at you. I mean, I'm honest.
I think it's true.
True.
False.
Shut up.
But we've decided we're going to say true.
Yeah, we can say true as well.
Well, no, because you've got to say false.
Well, I said A.
Right, we'll say false. For the sake of it, yeah, we'll say false.
They'll say false, we've said true.
Well, I can tell you the answer is true.
Yes.
And the winner is the name of our finals round. Worst chat-up line.
You don't sweat much for a fat girl?
I'd like to take you out for dinner, but by the look of it, you've already had dinner.
Let's go.
Is it 08989999111? Do you get it? Because there's like those chat lines.
Do you know one of the most effective things, the way to meet women, particularly single women, if you're on your own, is to stand outside a bar, just have a look and see if there's any women, throw some confetti over yourself and walk in crying. That gets a lot of attention from women.
Oof, you're in luck. I've decided to go ugly early.
You're in luck I've decided to go ugly early is perhaps the rudest thing you could ever say to another human being.
I didn't say it. Not to you. It's not to you.
Don't.
It's not to you. No, don't. It's not. No, I won't.
I don't like
Just
it.
come here.
I don't like it, though.
No, it's... Couldn't help myself.
That's sexual harassment in the workplace.
Is it, get your coat, love, I've got a knife.
You're pretty much there with that.
Get your coat, love, you pulled.
Correct answer. Best person to have on your side in a fight.
I'd have Reece, because I'm bound to punch him first.
Fern Britton. She fights like she talks. Dirty.
I once knocked somebody out completely by accident. I'm quite soft, really. Basically, this bloke was kicking off with his girlfriend in the bar, and I was having a nosy, like you do, right, and just having a watch and see what it was about and stuff. And then he caught my eye and was like, "What are you looking at?" And I was like, "Oh, you two fighting, like..." And I shouldn't have said that. And,
Well done.
Yeah, it's
Rhetorical question, though.
I realise now. And he come running at me, like really angry, like to hit me, and I just went... And he knocked himself out on my fist.
I'd love you to run into my fist.
I can't believe we've got Connie Huck on the show, and I'm getting the sexual harassment. Best person to have on your side in a fight. Used to be a footballer.
Vinnie Jones.
Correct. Yes, the best person to have on your side during a fight is Vinnie Jones. Of course, the worst thing about having Vinnie Jones on your side in a fight is that means you're in a Guy Ritchie movie. What else have teenagers been talking about?
Is it the finer points of European tax legislation?
I'll check for you.
I don't understand teenagers.
MySpace, Facebook, all those things. It's a way for young people to sort of get to know each other.
Why are you two holding hands?
I'm holding
behind the
his
desk?
hand and he looks uncomfortable.
I'm all right.
It's just friendly. It's just friendly. We're just friends.
That hand has touched Abby Titmus.
Who's hasn't?
But that's the nice thing about MySpace, is that people ask to be your friends and then you can either accept or deny them. It's that brutal. You just deny them. It'd be fantastic if you could do that in real life. If people just came up to you at a party, having quite a nice conversation with somebody else, just tried to strike up a conversation with you, deny! Deny! What are you saying about the Queen? That is, let's be fantastic.
There's a new one called Second Life.
I did a gig on Second Life, a virtual gig on Second Life, yeah.
You did a gig in another bit of the world? What's going on?
All right, Grandad, don't cry.
Why did you do that? You're not funny in real life, a computer.
I thought it might help.
Computer Jimmy Carr! Even shittier than the real thing. Because at least people laugh at your ugly face. You take that away. Don't go, you hate him. Oh, you're milking it now. Yeah. It's friendly banter.
OK, let's have a look and see if teenagers are talking about the internet. Most talked about thing. Yes, teenagers are talking about the internet. Our next round is called Pick of the Polls. Our teams choose a picture and then have to answer a question based on a related survey or statistic. Sean.
The dinner lady.
You've chosen the dinner lady. It's a poll with a whole question. 42% of children think dinner ladies what?
In the dinner.
In the dinner?
We had dinner men. I always thought they in it.
Oh,
hey!
I really did. I really did. I watched a programme about like Indian restaurants. They all into it if they don't like you.
A documentary where they showed Indian men into curries.
They didn't.
Here they are, into the chicken korma. Quite salty, yes.
42% of children think dinner ladies what?
They think they've got some kind of special powers.
You're on the right lines. They think it's sort of to do with technology.
They think
Oh,
they're
robots?
That's the right answer. Yes, 42% of children think that dinner ladies will be replaced by robots by the year 2020. Jason, Alex, David, what do you want to go for?
I'm very drawn to this old lady.
OK, this picture represents grandmothers, and it's a poll with a whole question. 7% of grandmothers have recently what?
Gotten up early and then fallen asleep on the couch like they do every day.
Sellotaped a pound coin to a birthday card. And then inside written, there you are, buy yourself a CD.
I've recently knocked someone over on one of those motorised carts. There's a whole pimp my thing culture going on with grannies now. Like, they're all paid, they're getting go faster stripes on them.
But those aren't go faster stripes, they're varicose veins. It involves water.
Water skied.
Swum.
Swum, you're devilishly close. It's a special type of swimming.
Drown! 7% of drown! That's a special type of swimming.
A type of swimming.
A type of swimming.
But what a swimming move.
You mean a stroke?
Had a float. Had a float.
Can you please stop getting... You're getting so annoyed.
What is it? What is it? What is the answer? What is it? Tell us, 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 tell us the answer! What is it?
I've gone skinny dipping, yes.
Yes, 7% of grandmothers have recently been skinny dipping. No one gets a point.
I still want the point.
I don't know if you noticed, but David Williams just cheated. We asked the public, which of these housemates would you most want to perform brain surgery on you?
Eugene will be a brilliant brain surgeon. I have faith in you.
Yeah, he won't be able to fix your brain, but he'll be able to make you tune into Magic FM.
Why does anyone want brain surgery? I don't get it.
Why would anyone want brain surgery?
It's more that you need it than you want it.
Which of those do you want doing brain surgery on you?
Eugene looks like he might collect brains. And also the skins of ex-girlfriends.
He's never had a girlfriend.
It's got to be Eugene, surely.
You're going Eugene, OK?
Yeah, Eugene.
OK, you're going Eugene. You want to go?
Gotta go,
You're going
Eugene. There's no one else.
I can tell you that the housemate you would most want to perform brain surgery on you is indeed Eugene. Which of these housemates' diaries you would most like to read? Who do you think got the most votes?
I don't think anyone's diary I'd like to read. I'd rather actually lose my glasses.
Whose diary would you like to
I
read?
think Leah's.
Liam
Because
must have
I'm
been
like, interested in like the Second World War and stuff. So I think it'd be nice to get like a.
Leah's would be good, though, because it'd be kind of like sink was blocked, plumber came round. Some soft guitar music. I fainted. 2 ambulance men came round.
Jason, what do you think? What are you going to go for? Which housemate's diary would you most like to read?
You know, a good autobiography when it's got a good title like Columbo, Peter Fawkes, is called Just One More Thing, which is genius, right?
Yeah.
So Nikki should just be called Who Is She? it'd be more of a colouring book than an actual biography, wouldn't it?
You're going to go for Nikki then, are you?
Yeah, because Leah's I've read in Deirdre's photo casebook, so.
OK, so who are you going to go for? Whose diary do you think?
What do you want to go for?
I don't know.
James?
Well, I'd have said Nikki too, but I imagine that's the answer.
You think Nikki?
Yeah.
The housemate whose diary the public would most like to read is Nikki. Points for both teams. Celebrity the public would most like to see in the Big Brother house.
Is it Marcus Bentley, the Geordie bloke who does the voiceover? Because he'd be a laugh, wouldn't he, just walking around, like, oh, I'm going to make some toast. Like, Marmite or jam, I decide. Like, be a right.
I would just genuinely love to see how long it would take Charlie to get into an argument with Gandhi.
Who's Gandhi?
Brilliant.
You say you go to China White, but you've never met Gandhi.
Gandhi, he's like the hottest rapper ever.
Do you want to be a caller? Caller? Who'll be dipping in a pen? You know Gandhi.
Is he hot?
Yes!
Is he single?
He is f***ing slamming, man.
Can you look it up?
He's single, man.
But he's a player.
Oh, excuse me. Look at me, I'm a playaholic, baby.
I'll tell you who I would love to have seen in Big Brother this year.
Yeah.
Billy. I'll tell you what happened, Billy. I went to make a cup of tea and I came back and you were gone.
Is it Mr. T?
It is Mr. T. Genuinely Mr. T.
He's everybody's favourite, isn't he, Mr. T? I've got him doing the voice on my sat-nav, which I've had for 6 months and it never gets boring. It'll turn left, sucker! It's just all the time. It's brilliant. He won't go to the airport. I think there's a little bug in it or something.
In a poll to find the historical figure Brits would most like to bring back to life, Elizabeth I came second. Who do you think came top?
When you say bring back, do you mean like reanimate them from like they dig them up and then get loads of scientists to sort of make some kind of animatronic version of them?
Yeah, no, this is a question about corpse robbing.
Yes. That makes it a lot more interesting then.
I think, no, it's bringing them back to life as they were in their prime, let's say.
More interestingly, how?
These
Well,
two
I've got
are
it here. I'm going to, when I reveal the answer, I will tell you
Yeah.
how to bring back your
for
dead
what?
relatives that you miss so terribly back to life. All right, so stay fucking tuned. Got the magic.
Is the historical figure supposed to take back their old job, or are they given a kind of ceremonial role?
That's too many questions.
No, but you see what he means.
Yes.
He needs a reason for it, because if they said, no, well, for science, you might say Marie Curie.
No, all right, it is purely for a laugh.
For fun. Is it Tintin?
He's a famous artist.
Rolf Harris?
Yes.
He's not dead. He's not dead. Well, let's kill him and bring him back.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci is it?
Yes.
Yes, the historical figure Brits would most like to bring back to life is Leonardo da Vinci. If I could bring anyone back from the dead, I'd bring back Harry Potter. Sorry, has that spoilt it? Jason, Susie and Alan, what do you want to go for?
Bond.
Let's go with Bond.
All right, you've chosen Roger Moore. This is an audience poll question. It was announced this week that a new James Bond novel is to be published. We polled the studio audience and asked them, who would you call in an emergency, James Bond or Andy McNab, the famous SAS nutter?
If you start ringing fictional characters when you're in the shit, you are even further in the shit. Oh, my God, it's all right. Harry Potter will come. It'll be fine. All right?
I say Bond any day. I mean, Bond, he's James Bond.
Alan, you were in Goldeneye, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in Goldeneye. I was in a James Bond film.
So you could technically ring him.
I have his number.
Let's ring him now for a laugh. I'm in trouble. I've not got Andy McNab's number, so I had to ring you.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that there's been several Bonds means there's a chance of any one of them showing up.
You don't want one of the old
Roger,
ones.
It could be Sean.
I'll help you. F off, Lazenby.
The last thing you need in an emergency is a bleeding actor.
How dare you?
Leave it, guys. Leave it.
Just come up and go, so what's the problem here?
Well, that was sort of an impression of Roger Moore, who's not technically an actor. James Bond or Andy McNabb, who would they call in an emergency?
Bond.
You think
James
Bond?
Bond.
Right, 68% of the audience would call James Bond in an emergency. Of course, James Bond has a pen that turns into a gun. Andy McNabb has a pen that turns into a terrible book. Most desirable location for a holiday home?
Well, I know Alistair Campbell's using his diary money to build a villa up his own arse.
I know this. Germany.
What?
Germany. Everyone wants to live in Germany. It's beautiful. It's got the beaches, it's got the weather.
The beaches, the weather.
Yeah, it's got one beach just outside Hamburg. It's not really a beach, it's more of a sort of port. Sort of. If you get down off one of the dock things, there's a bit of shingle.
Okay. You should be a travel agent.
Is it Disneyland? Because, like, you can live with all the characters and stuff, like, next door be...
Kind of a holiday.
Morning, Mickey! Morning! I'd just be great.
Where would you like to?
Any place where my mother wouldn't visit. So here.
Will she not visit here?
She doesn't travel.
Well, you can go anywhere then, can't you?
I think New Zealand.
New Zealand, you're very close. New Zealand was second.
Australia.
Australia is it, yeah. Yes, Australia is a great place to buy a holiday home. You can go there for the weekend, spend 6 minutes in the airport cafe, then fly back refreshed and ready for Wednesday.
I like the people who are carrying a sturgeon.
Catfish.
It's a what's worse question. According to statistics, what's more risky, fishing or horse riding?
Well, horse riding is much more dangerous, isn't it?
You're going
This
horses?
is more dangerous because when you fall off horses, you can only fall in the riverbank, which is by rights near the edge, so not as deep as the middle, so you should be able to get out.
No one's ever tried fishing at sea, have they?
Oh, you didn't say that, did you? You didn't say that. Not all fishing. Of course, fishing's more dangerous if you're in a trawler. Oh, you. Oh, now.
I think I said fishing or horse
No,
riding.
You said fishing like it's fishing. You can go fishing. Like commercial.
All right, let me do it again,
huge,
Sean.
Big Russian ships. I mean, of course fishing's worse than horse riding. You're living out in a trawler in the North Sea. Force 9, you've got no chance.
All right, what's more dangerous, fishing or horse riding? What is more dangerous?
Yes, thank you. Let's start again. Well, I think it's horse riding.
Final answer?
No, it's obviously fishing. If you're including all fishing, you think I'm stupid.
I can tell you that fishing is riskier. Yeah, you're 6 times more likely to die fishing than you are horse riding, and the chances increase dramatically if you're a fish. Jason, Johnny and Danny, what picture do you fancy answering a question on?
That's number 3.
Number 3 represents hospitals.
That's not a real person. He's sick. He's made of plastic.
Look at Jimmy's hair. He might be a relative. He looks very smart.
Let's go for President Bush.
OK, you picked George Bush. It was reported this week the President of the United States had his watch stolen in Albania. We polled our studio audience and asked them, if you found George Bush's watch, would you give it back to him or put it on eBay? Which way do you think they voted?
He's had his watch stolen.
He's had his watch stolen,
He's
yeah.
had his watch stolen, as they say, he could have taken his watch off.
He could not on his own. Yeah. We'll never figure that out.
But that's quite rude if he's taken his watch off. Is that saying he doesn't trust the Albanian people? That'd be a very rude thing to do. Before you met some people, you just go, actually, before I shake your hand, I must remove this, because you're a thieving...
I've had a watch stolen, and it's not nice. I was walking home, and these 2 lads got me from behind, right? Not like in the biblical sense. They attacked me. They attacked me from behind, and I was on the floor, and one of them, as they walked off, because they went, "Oh, give us your money or we'll beat you up," and I gave them the money, and then they beat me up, and you're like, "Oh, we had a deal, you." And anyway, and I was on the floor, and one of them goes, as they walked off, one of them went, "Hey, get his watch, don't forget his watch." And he rolled up my sleeve. I had a Casio Illuminator, right? Brilliant watch, right? It sells a town in 3 different countries, right? It's England, Scotland, Wales, but it's all right, right? It's brilliant, right? And he looked at me, watch, rolled the sleeve up, he saw it, he went, "Nah, sack it," and just walked off. I was like, "You'll take it, you cheeky This is an audience poll, then. You've asked...
Yeah, we've asked the studio audience this evening, would they return the watch or would they sell it on eBay?
I'd say they put it on eBay.
You think they put it on eBay? OK. Well, I can tell you that a massive 85% of our studio audience voted to put it on eBay. So, Jason, you get the point. Well done.